Welcome to the first of a set of technical workshops. Hopefully you've signed up for these and you will have the PDF that goes along with it. I won't be sharing the screen of the actual exercise written out, so you have to sign up to have that, and you can email me about that. We're going to start off with some rest stroke open string work for your right hand, just to get you warmed up. Always good to start a technical session with something really simple and straightforward, where you're just reminding yourself of good tone, how you approach the string, all of that. So you can do this with any finger. We're going to start with the index finger. If you want to try other fingers, just pause the video and you can, try any finger, any string, rest stroke, or if you would like, do some free stroke as well. So here we go. Just open first string, index finger. Consistency in your tone. Doesn't really matter if it's a good tone to begin with, just aim for consistency. Go for a full tone. Don't play quietly. Go for something a bit brighter by moving to a more perpendicular stroke. Maybe explore some ponticello. Tasto. And then return to normal. This next part of the exercise you can move into immediately. I'll pause here just to explain. We're going to involve the left hand, continuing with the same stroke in the right hand. In your left hand, we're going to be doing a sliding exercise where we play the 12th fret, slide back to the 11th, play the 11th, slide back to the 10th, and so forth, all the way down the neck. Of course, you'll do a pull off to the open string at the end. Strings, relax that left hand. And we'll do that again. 1, 2, If you'd like to play this on other strings, other finger combinations, just pause the video here, try doing the same exercise on other strings with other fingers, try some free stroke, have fun. Now we'll move into a C major scale. Through the course of these 6 workshops, and maybe in the future we'll do some more, we'll explore different scales, some modern, some old, maybe some modes. Today we're going to do C major, something that's probably familiar to most of you. If you'd like, you can play this up the neck, play it up the octave, doesn't matter. We're just going to do a 1 octave C major scale. I'm going to play it in first position. Whatever fingering you like, rest stroke, free stroke, I'm going to do alternating I and M in the right hands if you're interested in that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat that a couple of times if you need to become familiar with the scale. Next, we'll do repeated notes, playing 4 notes on each scale degree, alternating fingers in 8th notes. 3 and 4 and. try different numbers of repeated notes. Sometimes it's nice to play 3, 5, 6. Go for it. And then I have broken thirds written as next. If you'd like a little challenge, put the page away if you want to become really familiar with your scale, and just try and do this in your head. So that means knowing that you're playing scale degree 1 to 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, etc. But stick with the page if that's helpful. I have provided a fingering, which mostly goes P, I, P, M. This is because this is a scale or a pattern in your right hand that you might use for other things like cross string trills, so it's kind of a good thing to practice. But you can do other fingerings as well, that's just fine. We'll go slowly in this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Play that again, try different speeds, slow it down. If you just need to read through it, that's fine. Okay, next, arpeggios. So I always like to include some arpeggios in a warm-up. It's a really good way to get that right hand moving. It's one of the main ways that we play in our guitar playing. So we're going to start on a really basic P, I, M, A arpeggio. Start slowly and gradually increase it as you go through to that point where you're just about to lose control. But stay in control. As you're playing this arpeggio, when you're playing it slowly, you can explore a full plant in your right hand. You'll notice that I'm setting my fingers down when I play the thumb. It's a really solid way to play arpeggios. Not the smoothest, but a really secure way to play. And we'll gradually start to increase the speed in your own time. As you get faster, you will lose that planting, or you might move to a sequential plant, like that, and eventually you'll play with no planting. Maintaining control as I'm moving here. Keep going until your hand is done with that. Then you can do the same thing with the next arpeggio pattern, which I find to be a bit easier. P, A, M, I. We'll go slowly. You can do the same planting if you like. Gradually increasing the speed. Reminding yourself to breathe. The next arpeggio pattern is a good one to do that covers all 6 strings, a slightly different pattern. You might need to work on it slowly before you start speeding it up. Across the strings, string 6, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, and again. Following the fingering provided. P, I, P, I, P, M, I, A. And so forth. You can speed this one up just like the others. The last one is kind of a variation on the second arpeggio. We're just going to be doing it kind of in speed bursts. We're going to play the thumb and then feel the group of 3 fingers together and then return to the thumb. time, I'll move on to pause if you want to do any of those arpeggios again. We're going to move to the left hand to do some trills, hammer-ons, and pull-offs. Just like the first exercise, you can do this anywhere on the neck. I've chosen to put them on the 5th fret because it's a pretty comfy place to hang out for the left hand. I'm going to start with a trill that goes between fingers 1 and 2. So your right hand will be involved just for the first note. Everything else is for the left hand to do. And you can start slowly, speed up, slow down again, explore your control in your left hand with those hammer-ons and pull-offs. And just do this until your hand says it's done. Try and keep the rest of your hand relaxed. The next pattern is between fingers 1 and 3 because sometimes we have to trill a whole tone. So I put this on the 2nd string, but again, put it anywhere on the neck you like. And so forth. And then the 3rd exercise is a 2-finger or 3-finger trill, I suppose, where you're moving from finger 1 to hammer to 2, pull off, hammer to 3. Etc. Okay, last main exercise here is some rasgato strumming. Really good to work on the extensors in that right hand. So the pattern today is ring, middle, index, and then up with your thumb. I'm going to show you on muted strings, so the volume change isn't too dramatic. You can do open strings, you can put down a chord if you like. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The movements should be quick, with some vigor, some force, but still relaxed. We don't need a tense hand. You can gradually increase the speed. Okay, and at the end of this, I've provided 3 bonus chord patterns that if you want to use for the arpeggios or for the strumming, go for it, because sometimes we get sick of hearing our open strings. So the first one is an A minor shape, and then you can slide it up the neck. You can get some different harmonies there with the open string maintaining. Kind of fun to explore the arpeggio pattern. Maybe improvise a little bit. The other chord, we've got a little bit of our kind of augmented chord, or a major 7 sharp 5, but of course when we move that around, that changes. So you can do some strumming on that if you like. And the last one is a diminished shape, which you should all be familiar with. So that's it for these exercises. Of course, I've kind of zoomed through them a little bit faster than we would in the live workshop. Just for the sake of time and the size of this video file. There will be another video coming soon with the 2nd set of exercises. We'll be exploring a few other things. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, contact me through my website, and I'll leave that all below. So thanks for joining me. All right, bye.